Go. Kilted
Tilted
balls.
balls. Yeah.
Woo! That was a good one. Good one. People, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Kilted Balls podcast. Kilted Ball here. Wait.
Yep.
Nope,
Yep.
I'm
Try
Ball Buster. What the hell am I saying?
again. You must. Are you sure you're not drinking?
We're like starting the episode, listeners, was like a chore today. Like, kept messing everything up. There was stuff going wrong. And now I'm like misspeaking. And I was laughing that I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking like old school Fago in a glass bottle.
Ooh, real
Maybe,
sugar in that sucker?
you know what? It's red dye 40. I bet that's what it is. Messing with my brain. No, I'm all
Mm-hmm.
messed up.
That'll do it. That'll do it. I got old water today. Although it's
Mm.
fizzy. I got some fizzy water.
I don't know if you can drink old water. I did hear somebody say that once. You can't have that. That water's old. And I'm like, I don't think you know how old all water is.
Yeah, I love old water. Like if I can find well, here's a good story. When I used to work at the perennial gardens, this
Yeah,
was what, summer of I forget, 97 maybe.
you're so old.
And like I'd find old back when I used to drink water bottles, I'd find like old water bottles that were just like randomly left outside unopened for who knows how long, and I'd drink it and the water would be so good. Love getting that broken
I
down
was just like,
extra plastic into my system.
microplastics for sure.
Mhm. I had microplastics in my sack before anyone did.
Way before it was cool. Way before it was cool. I mean, really, your sack is mostly plastic at this point.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
So yeah, that's crazy. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh. So I went to a farmer's market today.
How was it?
You know, it wasn't as good as normal, except
Oh
what
man.
always makes farmers markets good is the people. Because
Mm-hmm.
as I'm chit chatting with like the, I don't know, third or fourth person in a row who I know, and we're like chit chatting, I look up and I'm like, Ben!
Really?
And he's like, ah!
That
And he
is
comes running
awesome.
over and gives me a hug. He's like, what are you doing here? Amy! And he gives her a big hug.
Oh,
And
that's
I'm like,
awesome.
me, you know I live here. Like, what are you doing here? He's like, my mom lives right there. My daughter's here. We come here like every Tuesday. He goes, normally a little earlier. We're always here. I'm like, shut up. He's like, yeah, all the time. And then he was like,
That's
and just like loving life, like he always does. He looked
I love it.
good, was skinny. He is going through life changes.
Oh
And
man.
I told him, and this is on air for all of you people to know, that I try to look out for my friends. Because he was like, yep, I went through a tough time, got divorced, right? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, buddy, do I have the guy for you? I'm like, Kilted is single and would love to have you as his partner.
Was he pretty excited about it?
He was like, oh my gosh, that would be so good. He wouldn't yell at me, he wouldn't nag me, he'd be so good to live with. He goes, we could like hang out all the time. He goes, that would be fantastic. And I'm like, listen, when people hate on people wanting same-sex marriage, I'm like, I don't get it, because like honestly, dudes bring a lot to the table. Nothing would get done. My house would be destroyed. Like it'd be a cesspool. I remember when I lived with you back in the dorms and back in the townhouse. Like
Yes, you're not a very clean person, and
I
and I'm not great at picking up after you.
no, no. But having a wife who will beat me if I don't clean
Hmm.
up, like that's
That's
good.
true.
That's
That's
good.
true.
So I need that. But it's so
Hmm.
much nicer to not get beat every day, I think.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Hmm. Oh, well, that's sad because I guess that relationship was fresh the last time I'd seen him.
like 15 years ago.
That's when I won the Mad Dog party.
Because his daughter was there, and
Before the
she was
Mad.
like old with two kids.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, hey, you probably don't remember Paul, but you were like this big last time you hung out with him. And
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, we were at like, I think I see him around in the area often. So it was
Yeah,
funny. I'm like,
that's
oh my
awesome.
gosh, yeah. I go, I think she was playing tennis last time I saw her. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Is he
yeah.
is he still teaching?
I did not ask. I just assumed he was.
Yeah,
But it's
I imagine
hard.
so.
It's hard to assume that considering we're all like old now.
He could be retired because he was always a little bit older than us anyways.
He was older than us, right? His wife was
Yep.
in his kindergarten class.
Yeah, I remember
So, I
that.
mean, he was clearly older than
Mhm.
her.
Um, one of my favorite stories, and it might have been Mars, I forget, somewhere in Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure. But remember when he ate all the jellies on the table?
I
We're
do
like
not.
we're like, "You can't eat all those jellies." He's like, "Oh, yes, I can." And he ate all the we were like a diner, and it was one of the taller ones. It was like a whole
And he
bunch of
just
jelly.
ate all the jellies. I was not there for that. I would remember that.
Oh, I remember it was great.
My favorite thing about our buddy Ben listeners is he could defy gravity. The only person I
Mhm.
know who would fly around like Superman all the
Yeah, it was
time.
awesome.
He was amazing,
Awesome.
right? Like
Mhm.
listeners, you think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. Kilted will back me up here.
Mhm. Mhm. Is it called The Greatest? I was trying to think of that before, and it was actually within the last year easy. I was thinking of Ben in some of his catches and throws, but I couldn't remember what it was called. Is it called The
The
Greatest?
greatest is when you're diving into the end zone and you, I think it's into the end zone, and you catch it or out of bounds. You're diving out of
Mm.
bounds, catch it and throw it back in into the end zone for somebody.
Yep. Yep.
So,
That's what I was thinking it was called. So he'd done that a couple times.
well, it
Yeah,
helps when you're able to fly.
you're diving out of bounds, catching the disc, throwing it back for your teammate to catch for a
Yes.
point,
And you're throwing
touchdown.
it without theoretically being able to see, right?
Yeah,
You're just,
and you're in the air, so
and
you don't
you're
have
in
a
the
lot of muscle on it.
air. You're using just all rip. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hmm. So, yeah. So, there you go. You got your next partner. If you're interested, you can move up
There you
here,
go.
move in with Ben. So,
Mhm.
it'd be like the old school days, right? Like, there was a time period when, like, bachelor men just lived together, not in a sexual way, but more platonic, I
Yeah.
think. And like
Mhm.
that's just who they were with, right?
Yeah.
You know. I remember watching a thing, actually it was like Sherlock Holmes, like the Robert Downey Jr. version, I think it was.
Mhm.
And he like goes to his brother's house. I'm pretty sure it was that one. And he is like, I just never, the brother is like, I don't understand why anybody would want to live with a woman.
I
And
don't
he's just
remember
like,
that one.
right? And he's just like walking around naked the whole time. And like some lady's there and she's like, can you put on clothes? He's like, no, this is my house. This is how I walk around.
Mm.
You're here, you leave the house.
Yeah,
But I just thought that
that's
was
awesome.
so funny. I was like, oh my gosh. And again, he didn't have to worry about cleaning up because he had paid like butlers and staff doing all of
Oh, yeah,
that.
that's true, that's true, that's
Right.
the advantage there.
Right. So like you were a single guy living with other single guys and you were paying people to like clean up for you. So,
Mhm.
yep.
That's
Interesting
hilarious.
things. Heck yeah. Poor people had to get married to get someone to clean up after them. Dang
Aha.
it. Yeah, that's the thing. So anyway, that's my story for the day.
Oh, that was a great story, that was a great story.
I'm just trying to find love for my buddy. Find
There
love.
you go. So, I had this last weekend, we played some, Dante's, which is always fun, and I've talked a lot about that game, and
Yes.
yeah, it's so, so cool, so
Yeah, you've
so
talked
we still
before
have
about
these.
it. So are you like descending to different levels of hell?
Yeah, we
Nice.
just finished the 7th ring.
Wow, nice. And Well, I don't know if you can survive in hell. What do you call it? You still exist in hell?
So the story, well, you're familiar with Dante's Inferno,
Yes.
the story? Okay.
Mhm.
So same idea, but it's after that, and Dante is our guides. There's a bunch of like bad guys that go into hell that want to like kind of release all the demons. And so we are sent as like if you picture like level 20 plus characters, we're like the best of the best. We're going to catch these guys and to clean them out of hell.
So you're like super powerful hell spawn.
Well, no, we're
Nice.
people because we sneak in with like Dante's our guide because
Oh,
he's been through there. But
yes.
yeah, like we're fighting again. Like one of the battles was against Cerberus, and we've had to fight, there's a different boss on each level of hell. And
Mhm.
sometimes we fought Medusa, we really screwed that up. Like like we should have just walked by, we're like, oh, we gotta fight her, like we know
Mm.
what's going on, but yeah, it kind of screwed us. But just different things like that, and you get treasures and you can upgrade your stuff. And there's not really any role playing, but it kind of has that role playing feel to it.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds
And
amazing.
there's like all the minis and everything, which is cool.
How many people play it?
We're playing with four.
Four plus a leader, or is the leader part of it?
Nope, it's four plus the phone is reading all the stuff to us because it's
Nice.
all it's all digital. Because I mean, well, Matt's the kind of guy, he loves to read along and just to make sure like nothing gets missed because we've noticed some quirks with the app. But yeah, like it's just it's a professional narrator narrating everything, and it's got like the music in the background and all that, which is pretty sweet.
Did you think that you had to read Dante's Inferno?
Not necessarily, but if you have read it, or I don't know. I mean, obviously with you is different. I did that more for like our listeners, but
Mhm.
I don't know if Dante's Inferno is common knowledge, like the premise of the book and how it works. Like
Okay.
to me, it is like, oh, I know the story, and but I don't know if that's because I'm a nerd or whatever. You I've listened to it before, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
And how long does it take to play like a level?
We have been doing levels in about 4 hours.
Okay.
So, like, we'll meet like this last week, we met up early. I brought some danishes, so we munched on some danishes and coffee, and then we so the first part of each level is you're kind of getting to the big bad, and so you have choices to make and like go through all these steps. Then you flip the map over and set up the big bad's lair, and it's usually like another 2 hours. So we'll eat in between and then finish up. So
I love the word munch.
mhm.
Like you said that, and I'm like, I love that word. Muncha, 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 muncha.
Yep. So it's awesome. I mean, I play with some amazing people, and at first it was like trying to figure it out. Like, okay, like we need to go through this, or like if the app does mess up, then we're like flipping through everything. And I set up a specific chat thing where I uploaded all of the rules to Nova. So early on, we were asking Nova a lot of questions.
Nice. And it
Hmm.
worked well using Nova?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
AI is changing things, right? I was telling somebody this weekend I was on like a car ride, and
Hmm.
you and I have talked about this before, or if we haven't, that means you haven't listened to the episode I told you to listen to. But I was seeing something like, oh, I'm like, give me all of that stuff, and I'm like, wait a second, let me rephrase this. I go, I'll make a computer program for you that anybody can ask it the question and it'll answer it based on that. And
Hmm.
they're like, oh, that's amazing. I'm like, it's a lot easier to say AI. Like, but when you tell people you made a computer program that does that, or I made an app, they're like, oh, yeah,
Hmm.
that's totally fine. Like, that makes sense.
Yeah, when you tell them it's AI, they get a little squirrely.
Like when you say, "Oh, Clippy, I made Clippy." Oh, Clippy is great.
Mhm.
But if you say, "Oh, I had AI check this Word document for spelling errors," oh, you used AI. And there's
Mhm.
probably a listener right now going, Clippy wasn't AI. Literally, Clippy was the definition of AI. Like
Mhm.
that's what he was.
Some early version
It
there.
was an early version of AI, right? All of your computer games had AI. Like you
Mhm.
literally had adjustments for the AI in your computer games, like how advanced you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
They're just large language modules are a different kind of AI,
Yeah.
which
I think it's great. I don't know if you've ever gone down the rabbit hole, but talking about how early computers, how Minecraft and solitaire were a thing, because it was teaching us how to use the mouse. Like people were naturally learning how to use their mouse because they're playing these games and like clicking fast,
oh.
like on Minecraft. You learn to click fast and move it around and everything like that
And
because
to make sure our listeners understand, we are not talking about the game Minecraft.
oh, what'd I say?
You said Minecraft.
It's the name of the game, isn't it?
I don't know if it's the name of the game, but we're not talking about Minecraft. Minecraft.
You're not Minecraft. Mine.
We're talking about the one where you clicked on the mine and it opened up all of the blocks around it, and then you
Yeah.
labeled all the mines that would blow up. And if you clicked
Mhm.
on one, it blew you up and you died.
Yep.
What was that called? Was it Minesweeper?
Oh, maybe it's Minesweeper.
Oh man, we don't
I don't
really
know why I
know.
said Minecraft.
I just wanted to be clear because Minecraft is like a totally different game, right?
That's what they're teaching the kids nowadays. So,
Oh yeah, Minesweeper logic puzzle video
Minesweeper.
game.
Good
Yeah,
job, good job.
thank you.
So, yeah,
And that was teaching you
pretty
to click
awesome.
that. That's interesting. I didn't know that. It makes complete sense because you had to alternate left and right buttons and
Mhm.
drag things around the screen. So nice.
Yep.
Good pull there from your data banks. Nice job.
Yeah. It was like it's just random video I clicked on.
Oh man, you clicked on the rando.
Mhm.
Now you're gonna need
My
pills for your
algorithm's all
computer.
screwed up. Yeah.
All right. So, do we have anything else? I mean,
That
we
was
always
the
have tons of stuff, but in
yes,
general.
yes. I'm trying to think in the time that we have.
Right. That's what I was saying. I'm like, okay, we got
Mhm.
like 3-ish minutes left. I don't want to go down a big rabbit hole here. So,
No.
school years are getting ready to start. That's exciting.
Tomorrow here.
Yeah, nice. That's
Mhm.
super exciting, I would think.
Yep. And I have that this has been an exciting week for me, so I'll have extra next week, but yeah, a couple job interviews, starting a job, so
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
it's pretty awesome, so
That
yeah,
is
I'm
super
excited.
exciting. Yeah, you're like changing up everything. That's so exciting, right?
Mhm.
Me, I'm getting back into the routine, which I love. So I
There
love
you
my
go.
routine.
Mhm.
Um, this week is a bear. It's like random meetings all week.
Oh,
I have
man.
a weird one coming up that I'm super intrigued by. I'm not excited about having to make a decision.
Oh, you have to make a decision?
I tend in my roles, I tend to have to make decisions, right? But there
Mhm.
is a group that wants to build an apartment complex, right? And they would need their area rezoned to do it.
Mhm.
It is, in my opinion, like the correct thing, correct area,
Mhm.
correct whatever. But as you can imagine, everybody who lives there right now does not want an apartment complex.
Mm.
They see the need for an apartment complex, they don't want it near their house.
So how is this coming to you?
Because I'm on the planning commissions. That's what we do.
Oh, okay.
So on the
See, I'd
planning commission.
forgotten that. I know
Yeah,
you have lots of hats.
I have lots of hats. Our listeners might not know that. Listeners, yes, I'm also a planning commissioner. So there, that's fun too, right? And
Mhm.
we decide stuff like that, and it's
Mhm.
often really, really hard decisions like this one, right? Like if it was next to my house, I wouldn't want it there,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you have to put it somewhere.
Mhm. Be like, "I have a spot for it if you can fit it on, like, 1.6 acres. I've got a perfect spot for you.
A beautiful spot. Yes. So yeah, that'll be interesting because of course all the people who live there are going to come and be like, "Don't do this," and all the people who want it are going to be like, "Yeah, do this." And
Hmm.
so that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
I mean, it grows
So
the school. It's extra. I don't know.
revenue, it fills
Yeah,
a
extra
need. Like
revenue.
this isn't in like my city; it's in a different one, but they need that level of housing, right? Like
Okay.
people are priced out, and
Hmm.
that's problem happening everywhere, right? Like people are getting priced out, and like
Yes.
I think our governor just passed an initiative to try to lower the cost for housing because we're pricing people out, right? That happens in
Hmm.
California. Like
Hmm.
one of the things that happens with like teachers in California is they want them to teach in say LA, but they can't afford to live there.
Hmm.
So like how do you get a teacher there and when you can't afford to live there and you
And if you
want
don't
your
live, if you don't live right there, you're driving 2 hours to
and
get
you're
to work.
driving 2 hours and you're not part of the community, you're not attached, you're not
Mhm.
connected, like that's all just bad. And so they get into these problems, right? My wife had a problem with one of their businesses in Detroit. They're in downtown Detroit and nobody could afford to live there. Nobody could afford to park there.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
like what do you do? Like how do you get employees when they can't live there and they can't park there? Like they don't
Mhm.
have the public transportation that other places do.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well,
I
that
forget the name of the
sucks.
train in Detroit, but it only goes so far,
The
doesn't it?
people mover that goes like in a circle around all the main things, right?
Yeah.
Whereas like
Public
I'm in
transportation in the United States is terrible.
well, but like in Denver, like I was laughing in Denver, you could go 20 miles out of Denver, take a train for pennies all the way into Denver with free public transportation to wherever you were working.
Mhm.
So you don't have to live in Denver.
Yeah.
You could live 20 miles out of Denver in the mountains. Like, right? Like, I'm
Mhm.
like, but they had public transportation that did that,
Yes.
right? All the
Yes.
electric trains and stuff, like the old school electrics. I'm like, come on.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
oh, I have one thing I want to end with. And oh my gosh, listeners,
But
if you have made it this far, I am so excited for you to hear this.
ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah, my wife sent me an article today, right?
Mhm.
So you sometimes hear where people are against autonomous cars and self-driving cars or even like Teslas. Like you'll have these groups who are like against that
Mhm.
and you'll see laws coming in trying to limit autonomous cars and do all of that.
Yeah.
I read an article about who is funding all of that and who is lobbying all the time against all those autonomous cars like Waymo and stuff like that.
Who's that?
Give you one guess. Who is it lobbying against all the autonomous cars?
I mean, besides the big 3?
For sure. They are not the biggest, by the way. Not even close.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, the oil.
Trial lawyers. Trial lawyers.
Oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. Oh, Lord.
Every study has shown that the accident rate for autonomous cars is so much less than normal humans driving cars. They're losing tremendous amounts of money
That
because the autonomous cars don't get
is
into accidents.
that's so crazy.
They've literally passed
At least they're
laws.
doing it for the betterment of the world, like.
It's something like I forget what it was. It's some stupid astronomical amount of money that comes from car accidents from lawyers. Like lawyers
Mhm,
like going to court for liability and stuff. And
yeah,
it's huge. It's a stupid number and
mhm,
they've already in some states made it so like commercial trucks can't do it because
yeah,
commercial truck liability insurance is huge. Like it's a huge
wow,
haul. But if they were autonomous electric or autonomous shipping trucks, they wouldn't get into accidents.
mhm,
So yeah,
This
trial
is the timeline
lawyers.
we signed up for.
I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Yeah. So the
Wow,
trial
that's
lawyers.
amazing.
As I always say, follow the money. That's you can always figure out what it is
Mhm.
if you follow the money. So you're wondering like why would people be against autonomous vehicles? Now you know. Trial lawyers don't
Wow.
want it. Well, it's just like when like people are like grumpy about climate change. Like I remember some students once who were like, like they were from a red family or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't believe in climate change." I'm like, "Cool. Like, who cares, right?" And they're like,
Mhm.
"Well, you're a science person. Aren't you going to debate me?" I'm like, "They won't insure people in Florida.
Yeah.
They won't insure people in parts of Texas." And they're like,
Mm,
what does that have to do in climate change? I'm like, take a minute and put the puzzle pieces together. Follow the money. Why would homeowners insurance companies, who always make tons of money, not insure anybody in Florida?
mhm,
Is it because they'd have to pay more than they got in? Ding, ding, ding. Why? Oh, yeah, because they have worse storms or bigger
mhm.
droughts. They know they're going to have an accident. Like it's not a
Yeah.
question of whether their house is going to flood. They know
Mhm.
it's going to flood. It's not a question whether they're going to have droughts in their farms. They know they will. So
Yep.
they don't insure it because they know they would lose money. They're not saying it's climate change. They
Like,
don't
okay.
they they're not like, "Oh yeah, we like." They'll actually tell you, "Yeah, we don't believe in climate change." Why won't you insure there? It's a high risk area due to the weather pattern change.
Mhm,
Wait, weather pattern change? Does that mean it changed? We
mhm,
cannot confirm or deny any of that. We just know we're not insuring them anymore.
mhm.
Yep. Follow the money. Follow the
Yep.
money. All right. Then it's simple, which is even more fun right now in our current administration. Like everything that happens, you just follow the
Mhm.
money and you're like, oh, that's why. Oh,
Yep.
oh, that's why. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, that money didn't go very far. It's
Yeah.
it's all going to the same place.
Right? The lettuce one was the best thing ever. Did you follow
That
the
was
lettuce
wild.
one?
I had just heard that. I meant to bring that up, so I'm glad that you brought it up.
That was so funny. And if you're a
Yeah.
listener and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, they clearly found they traced it back to Tyson Farms. That Tyson Farms was the cause of the outbreak.
Mhm.
As they announced it, the next day the president of Tyson Farms met with Trump and made a monster-sized donation to Trump. And the next day, the EPA said, we don't know where it came from. We were wrong about saying that it was their farm. Our bad. It wasn't really them. And then,
Mhm.
like 2 or 3 weeks later, independent groups are like, no, it's clearly there. Like you can track it. It's obviously there. And the EPA is like, oh, oops. Like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
just follow the money, baby. Follow the money.
Mhm.
That's always let you know. All right, friends. I think now we have gone well over, but that was fun. So hopefully you
Well
all
worth
made
it.
it this far. I hope
Mhm.
you did. We'll be back on for sure next week, maybe even before. It sounds like Kilted's going to have a lot of news for us, so I'm excited to
Yes.
hear it. But you'll have to wait until then. So we'll be here waiting for you. This is Ballbuster signing off.
Kill the dragon chair. Love you all.